What's that one show people have told you to watch and you watched one episode and never thought of it again? IDK. I never thought of it again. Blockbuster. Show was awful and it had so much potential with a decent cast. People kept recommending it. I tried one episode and I hate myself for doing so. The Big Bang Theory. Watched one episode. Thought it was dumb as hell and never considered watching it again. Orange is the New Black. Outlander. I had a friend swear up and down My Little Pony was actually an incredible show. I remember nothing except it was obviously a kids' show. If someone wants to like it, that's fine, but acting like it's some masterpiece is a huge overstatement. I couldn't even make it through one episode of Velma. Not sure why it was even made. How I Met Your Mother. All of my friends loved it. I tried multiple times if I'm being honest, but man. Cringe Central. I keep trying to watch Community. Doctor Who. I've tried multiple times. BoJack Horseman. People keep saying it's great. I believe them. But I can't handle watching that show. I watched one episode. The one where he encourages his friend to get his life together and make a video game. Then he does and BoJack ends up sabotaging him because he actually needs his friend to be a failure. To feel better about himself. Oof. I never felt so terrible for every character involved in a show. This is not what I want from watching TV. Friends. I know it's iconic, but it was also terribly boring. Rick and Morty. The Walking Dead. Black Mirror. Am I supposed to feel horrible after every episode? Why would I put myself through that again? Game of Thrones. How I Met Your Mother. Succession. All of the characters are such horrible, unlikable people that I didn't want to spend any time watching them. Game of Thrones. Designated Survivor. I wanted to like it so much, but it was just too soapboxy for me and I couldn't do it. I'll probably get hate for this. But Ozark. I just wasn't into it. Despite my brother-in-law saying it was worth the watch. Euphoria. Yellowstone. I watched one episode. And as someone who grew up ranching and being around cowboys, it made me actively angry. Had a friend who told me I would love Entourage. I could hardly stand one episode. Never watched any further. The Office. Genuinely can't stand it. It gets better after the first season, don't care. Wednesday. Wow. Look. A teenager who can do everything. Lucifer. Sex in the City. Didn't make it 5 minutes before deciding it was morally lacking. Never watched it again. Schitt's Creek. I'm sure I could like it, but just didn't think to watch it again. Wednesday. I don't understand why it got so popular. American Horror Story. Both Friends and Seinfeld. Just no interest at all. Stranger Things. The boys just can't find anything interesting. Ozark. Breaking Bad. I'm just not really into it much. Made into at least 16 episodes of One Piece and man, I still have my doubts I will ever watch the whole thing. Grimace may be just not my thing. Was choosing between Fresh Prince and Friends to binge watch. Tried a few EPS each and decided to go with the former. Squid Game. I'm all for disturbing shit, but it stirred up more than I was prepared for. I have a pretty broad sense of humor. But I didn't even finish the first episode of Trailer Park Boys. Letterkenny. Succession. I admit it's very well written. But when all the characters are so unlikable, I struggle to care if their business fails or not. Game of Thrones. Babylon Berlin. Wednesday Cold Sweat Smile. Breaking Bad took me 3 attempts. First attempt I got through one episode and it didn't grab me. That was when it was first around. After a while people started raving about it. So I tried again. 3 episodes in, and I gave up. On my 3rd attempt now. I'm well into season 3. I think it's good. Not great. But watchable enough to keep me engaged. Maybe it's all the memes. The hype and the fact I keep accidentally seeing spoilers that's ruining it for me. Friends. It was so cringy and boring I couldn't bear to watch more than 1 episode. I couldn't get into Game of Thrones. The Office. Tried to watch it multiple times but couldn't get past through season 1. Why is it so fucking boring? Better Call Saul I enjoyed Breaking Bad a lot but BCS just bored me idky. Rings of Power. I'm a big Tolkien fan and got halfway through episode 1. I was really excited about that series. 2. Euphoria. Aesthetically pleasing people to look at but boring as fuck. Better Call Saul. Very fucking boring. Sense8. I really tried. I really tried. It just wasn't for me. The Office. Succession. My Hero Academia. Don't Kill Me. Seinfeld. Succession. I made it halfway through episode 2. Although I have to admit that I actually have thought about it again. And kind of want to see what happens. But the whole thing just feels so gross to watch.